How are ya? Oh, shit. Hang on 1 second. Sorry.
You got it.
When you texted me, I was just in the middle of putting on some eggs.
Yeah.
And that was the coffee. How you been, man?
I had a cold this past week, but I'm glad it's gone for the shoot. Why don't we just kind of go through the script? So we'll have talked about it instead of not talked about it.
Look, I did it all like in a binder and stuff, and it's like double-sided.
Holy moly. We bought you for the whole week. So you're just we have you on. Have you been watching Breaking Bad?
Oh, God.
We have you in that magnetic fucking collar that Jesse's in. Or the series finale is going to air while you're here, so we're going to have to do it up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We can kind of agree on the energy level, which is it's always kind of this dejected, lower energy, very casual.
I live that.
I look at him as somebody who's older that spends a lot of time surrounded by people that are a lot younger.
Yeah. I'm here, now I'm here, and I don't know what happened in here between either me or the rest of the world.
Yeah. He just can't seem to hold himself to complete anything. There's no follow through. He says it later where he's like, I know that without practicing with these guys, I would not do it by myself.
Yep.
I don't think he's had a social interaction that was that easy in a long time.
Yeah.
And that's why he sticks around with somebody who's not, who's destructive to him. It doesn't really matter because it's like, yeah, but you're sort of effortless. Everybody else is so much effort. I have something to tell you. So there's this bartender character, and she's just kind of in the background. And she's described in the scene as being leathered skin, overly made up, too low cut top for her age. I cast my friend Paula, but she's pretty. She's a young version of it. She's very Boston, very masshole. And I thought she would work well. But she's also a pain in the ass, and she dropped out. She's like, I can't do it. You know what? It's such a small part. I'll rely on an extra. Then I get an email from somebody who wants to be an extra, and it's this 47-year-old woman with lots of semi-pornographic photos of herself. I googled her, and she does fetish modeling, whatever that is.
I don't like where this is, Frankie.
The point is, she definitely looks the part, and she's going to do it. She's going to be there on the day. So when you see her, you have to know what's going on there. I don't know if you saw the addition here, but we added this thing where Dakota is getting his MBA.
No, I hadn't actually noticed that, but that makes so much more sense as to why I hate him all the more now.
Then we have the rehearsal space stuff, which will be really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to try and start learning a couple of tabs for that tune that Jeff sent over last week.
Yeah, you'll be playing with pretty talented guys too who wrote.
Great.
No, it's a better thing than a bad thing, I think, because.
Oh yeah, no, it's excellent. It's just it's intimidating.
Well, they can't act, so there you go.
Neither can I.
These are old friends. These are people he's been playing with since.
Yeah, since he was Dick High.
Yeah, but he says it. Yeah, Dick High. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and they've been in one kind of band or another since at least 14.
Lots of really lame album art that they drew themselves.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. And printed out and put on cassette tapes and gave to their friends, and their friends just took them and burned them.
Is PS4 going to come out while you're out here?
No. We're clear. We're good. I'm going to have to do a little bit of work here and there during the night times or during the off times.
Me too.
Okay, sweet. When I say work, I mean I'm probably going to be in your basement playing Xbox and recording it. Yeah, I'll be bringing Grand Theft Auto with me next week. You should be sure to take a few hours out of your day and run over some pedestrians. Really relieve that stress. The whole reason I've got to bring Capture Kit is because the online component of that game is coming out on the 1st. And it's basically just this huge, sprawling, open world, GTAs always are. But with your friends.
Right.
So it's basically going to be just a couple hours of work to see. Just how much shit can we fuck up? Scientifically, how possible is it to do these things?
Between shoots, this is something we had to get done.
It's for science. Do you have any lab coats at the house? Maybe some goggles, safety gloves?
Mina can hook us up, man. Then there's this bus stop thing where you're bouncing a ball. And I wrote that in because of Rocky. Rocky's always bouncing a ball.
He's always bouncing balls or playing with his robot butler. So where's my robot butler scene?
That's in Having Fun Up There 4. By the way, were you thinking any hats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because the hair is so unwieldy. And it's not a situation where it's long and shaggy and flows around like rocker hair. It doesn't look cool.
Yeah, but I like that about it.
I like it too, but here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like when he's at like rehearsal or when he's playing a gig or some shit like that. Like anytime he goes out to where other musicians are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
Also, then you get that cool little like mullet wave coming off the back right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I feel like he's kind of a one hat guy.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
I bought this at like thrift store like a million years ago, and it's just like, well, it hasn't got the holes in it yet, so.
Rocky always had his like one hat, and so I kind of want to do that.
Figure because we're shooting this on what Monday, Tuesday.
A week from yesterday.
Oh my god.
I mean, Carrie is going to go try to get something commercial happening, and the movie does not judge her for that. We wish her the best of luck. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like she's our Harvey Dent.
Yeah, right.
You know, but before the whole acid scarring.
That was something that Jeff and I had kind of a vision for, was that like every time Mark climbs, he drops, but then he climbs a little higher and he drops harder until like the very end when he plateaus. And plateauing is success at that point. We never meet his roommate because you guys are on different schedules.
Yeah.
You come home way too late.
Yeah.
Your roommate's already in bed, and you wake up way too late. He's already off to work. So, and we had this cool kind of visual callback to that, where when you're passed out at the end and Carrie takes off, she's just kind of this ambiguous shape leaving the place. So it's just kind of just these people he doesn't really know exiting. Then he's got this thing with Carla. We added a line so that you know that they actually did have sex, because that's going to matter. You know, he probably impregnated her with pre-cum.
Probably. Everything else about him is terrible, except for that. He's got very voracious semen.
You just stand next to him, you get impregnated.
It's like, bam! Oh. Just keeps going. Can we just add that dream sequence in?
He wakes up in a sweat. Oh!
Boner.
And then his boner wakes up from a dream.
God damn it.
The person that I asked if I could be part of her road race, to shoot our little stupid movie, she looked up my name and discovered that I made a movie called Sexually Frank and a movie called Vibes, and was like, I think he's gonna do like a horror porn or something.
Yeah, it's a snuff film.
She told me no, and then I called her and was like, well, what can I do to make this happen? And she was like, it's that you've had sexual content in your films before. I was like, oh, like that's a real movie though. I had to like explain that from scratch and shit. And then eventually they said yes. And then there's the Thin Lizzy stuff, which is cool.
Yep.
And I want you mopping at the very end in the Thin Lizzy shirt too, just because I think it'll be cool to call back to it one last time.
Totally.
There's a line where he goes, I blew my last $5 on these in the beer, and kick fucking ass, I got 3 apples. Life's pretty cool sometimes, man.
Yeah.
That is a direct quote. Anybody who's seen American Movie will know.
Kick fucking ass, I got a MasterCard. I don't believe it, man. Life is kind of cool sometimes.
And the guy's name is Mark in the movie, which is even weirder. We do have Canopy Lake. We have Canopy Lake as a location.
That's fucking awesome. Also, I'm going to go on all the roller coasters.
When she showed up in his life, he went from thinking that 0 people were listening to his stuff to 1 person. And that is a huge increase. And now that she's leaving, it's not that he's pissed. He's going back to 0 people listening. He wanted to have a serious impact on her creatively. And this is him being like, oh, I guess I'm just like a bump along the way. And I think that's really what he's insecure about, is losing her influence in his life and losing his influence in her life.
Okay, cool. I hadn't necessarily thought about it in that respect. So yeah, no, I like that a lot. That'll help. It's like Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, only in this scenario, I'm the one with my arms and legs chopped off and on fire. And I'm also the one that chopped them off and put me on fire.
In Jeff's mind, he only smokes when he's really fucking stressed.
That would have been, and I smoke when I'm stressed response would have been in his like early to mid 20s. But then when the music wasn't happening and the jobs were becoming less and less, and when he finally couldn't find one, he was stressed all the time, and then he just smokes.
He just smokes, and that's that.
He's a smoker.
That's the kind of thing I want you almost to be able to decide.
Yeah, no, I mean, in my mind, like, you know, Mark's a smoker, he's a beer drinker, not a whiskey man, which is like the only difference between he and I in a lot of ways. Here's my big question. Instead of a Schlitz man, is it okay if he's a Gansett guy?
Sure.
They're the exact same beer, but Narragansett just seems friendlier.
And New England, right?
And to New England. And that's the thing. It's also kind of region specific. Mostly, I just want an excuse to drink as much Narragansett while I'm home as possible.
Oh, we'll have to grab some, yeah. We don't want the story to be you slept with somebody else and that's slutty of you, you know?
No. It can't just be that. If it's that, that's too easy.
It needs to echo the Kerry thing, which is like...
you're bailing on me. The band bails first, and then there goes Carrie, and then there goes Carla. And, like, of all the fucking people, like, she's the one that he was like, at least I'm not that fucking mess.
And he's fucking drinking, like, at Canopy Lake.
You know what? If I can't get drunk at a children's theme park in the middle of New Hampshire, I don't know if I want to live in this country.
I feel good. Do you feel good?
I feel great. Honestly, like, I will feel greater once I, sit down and like learn all my fucking lines and all that shit. Actually, while I've got you here, grayish denim, kind of worn, old, shitty.
Don't forget, he's a 90s kid, so he wouldn't be afraid to wear something that's a little tight-fitting.
I'm also fat, so that's perfect.
Okay, yeah.
I've got the Cobain red flannel. Just, like button-down two-pocket shirts with epaulettes, green, brown, gray, shit like that. This could be a winter coat. Bill Murray. A Space Wolf. I went to Target the other day and got like 6 just black t-shirts. I'm trying to grub them up. They're going to smell like my ass because I've been using them as TP to get that really nice. As far as shoes goes, Keds, I've not been able to find at any store here in the area, and I don't own them. How do you feel about Chuck Taylors?
I don't even know what that is. Thinking about it now, I'm sure you wore shoes in Abo and Sexually Frank, and I have no idea what they were.
Morgan Freeman says in Shawshank Redemption, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
Yeah, if they're disco stews, like aquarium.
Your fish are dead. I can't get them out of it. This is like a really great, tiny little story about one dude and this one little thing, and that's great. This has been fun. I'm fucking super stoked. I will see you in less than a week. Holy shit, man. This shit's happening.
It's happening whether we like it or not. I like it, though.
I like it a lot. All right. Have an excellent rest of your Sunday.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.